It was just a casual day when I made the wrong decision. It was just a normal day in January, but a game I loved dearly would have something horrifying waiting for me. That game was called Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. I was just logging in as if it was just any other day, except in the mailbox I had a page saying, "Check the sticker shop now." In my head I knew that was weird, as I had every character and cosmetic the game had to offer. But this wasn't cosmetic or consumable, but instead a character. It was for the Chomper class. It had no name. The design of the Chomper was disturbing. Half of the Chomper's face was ripped off, and its sleeves were torn. Its teeth were as sharp as a fully sharpened blade. The Chomper had some green gooey substance hanging from its mouth, and its vines were decaying. I honestly didn't know how to react to this, but I knew how to try this Chomper out. I loaded up a turf takeover match, and I clicked on this nameless character and spawned in, but my screen showed a red and gray mixture of colors with a throbbing effect. It was weird, but nonetheless I carried on with the game, and I got my first vanquish. I went for a burrow kill. The thing that happened next scares me still. When the icon popped up, I clicked and my Chomper rose up and bit the lower half of the foot soldier. The upper half of the foot soldier fell on the ground. The expression of that foot soldier is embedded in my mind. He was crying and trying to yell for help, but couldn't. My Chomper then ate the foot soldier's upper half as he sobbed. I didn't know how to react to this gruesome scene. That poor zombie. But of course this was just a video game, right? I wonder if the foot soldier was still in that game. So I checked the leaderboard and looked for his name. And to my surprise, they really weren't there. My heart sank as I started to ponder if they left or something bad happened. But I assumed he left and carried on. My second vanquish was a super brains. I sneaked behind the super brains and pressed the button. My Chomper stuck its sharp and thorny tongue out and pierced the super brain's heart and ripped it out. The Chomper then ate the heart and laughed on its own. The Chomper left the super brain's corpse behind, and again it left me shocked. And what scared me was the Chomper laughing and the way it killed the super brains. I sat there thinking of the same player left, and of course they weren't in the game anymore. My face expression was a scared and shocked one. I lied to myself saying the internet cut out and carried on, but why did I have to be so stupid? My third vanquish was a scientist. I gooped the scientist, but with a different type of goop. It was the goop from the Chomper's mouth. When it hit the scientist, it started to melt the scientist's body. The scientist was yelling and crying. I sat there and a tear ran down my face. My eyes widened as I saw what was left of the scientist. Its chest area was gone, and you could see the ribs. I was freaked out. I covered my mouth trying not to yell or cry. The Chomper went up to the scientist and ate it after that. It started to pour outside. I forgot my Venus flytrap outside, so I went to go get it. When I reached my backyard, I opened the sliding door and stepped outside. I took a nice fresh breath of the outdoors, and I noticed my Venus flytrap in the garden. I went into the garden and picked it up. I noticed the green goo spilling from their mouth, which has never happened before. I know why now, but I didn't know then that it was the same thing from my game. I took it inside and took a shower as it got wet from the rain. I left the fly trap on the kitchen window as always and went up to the shower. 5 minutes into my shower, I heard my mom yell from the downstairs. I quickly got out and put some clothes on. I ran downstairs and what I saw will never get out of my head. My mom was on the floor with her chest gone, just like the scientist from the game. But this time it was my mom. I started crying and called the ambulance and cops. I noticed my Venus flytrap was gone, but I didn't care. My mom was dead. The next day, I hopped in Garden Warfare 2 to get my mind off of yesterday, but the Chomper variant was gone. I was glad it was, as I never wanted to use that variant ever again. So if you're watching this, don't use this variant. If you get it in the sticker shop, it will hurt you or the others around you. And if you do use it, don't blame me.